Hello, Namaste to all. It's me, Dipendra Bahadur Buda from Kanchanpur, a second semester student of Nepal Open University, the Faculty of Social Sciences and Education. Today, I'm going to present a short video presentation on a topic under the essay, The Concept of Cultural Translation in British Social Anthropology by Talal Asad. This essay was assigned as a part of our internal assignment by our course tutor, Mr. Kesav Sigdel, and here I am going to present the second issue. The first issue, the inequality of languages, which has already been discussed by Mr. Dan Bahadur Chand, and I am continuing the discussing about the second issue of the cultural translation, reading other cultures. Here the writer Talal Asad has mostly focused on while translating a text. So what is the role of anthropologist? What is the role of the cultural translator or the ethnographer in translating the cultural aspects of source language in the target language? Here the writer has focused on the anthropologist writes about the illiterate population for a largely academic, especially English speaking audience. They encourage readers for the reading implicit in alien culture. Here the writer mentions that the role of anthropologist or the ethnographer or the cultural translator, he or she spend a longer period of time in the alien culture or the place for the illiterate population where illiterate population resides, and spend the time and internalize the cultural practices, internalize their rituals, values, norms of that particular culture, and the translate the text or these cultural practices for the speaker of dominant language. This means the anthropologist spend time, or you can say the internalize the cultural practices, and then these implicit meaning has the hidden meaning is in the text, the translated text, and the anthropologist also encourage his or her readership to internalize also. How could they understand the cultural practices or the implicit meaning of that particular culture? So the aim of ethnographic translation is not to explore the historically situated speech, but culture. So here the writer says that the ethnographer or the cultural translator translates the text, not focus on the speech of that particular culture, but focus on the cultural practices of that alien culture. So for that, what ethnographer or the ethnographic translator has to do is that first of all he or she need to read first, means spend our time, means understand or internalize the practices of that particular culture, and then after he has to find out, or you can say dig out the meaning which lie beneath, within, or the beyond the situated issues. So, here the writer says that the translation from a source language to the target language is not an easy job. So all things cannot be translated. So he has to dig out the cultural practices, the meaning from the cultural practices, and these signs, practices, and emotions are more powerful than the spoken language. Here in the further chapters of the essay, he make a distinction between the anthropologist and the linguist is that in the process of translation, the role of anthropologist is to construct a discourse as a cultural text in terms of the meanings implicit in the ranges of practice. As the name suggests, anthropologists dig out the meaning from the cultural practices or the ranges of practices or the discourse of the practices. The meaning can be constructed, but the role of the linguist is only to focus on the spoken or the textualized or the written and spoken language of the particular culture. But beyond that, the anthropologists dig out the meaning from the cultural practices from the target language. So here, in the process of cultural translation, more like a psychoanalyst, the business of cultural translation is to identify the unconscious meaning. Here he means to say that the translator, somehow like a psychoanalyst, find out the identify the unconscious meaning of that language or the cultural practices. He has to dig out the meaning to determine the implicit meaning, not the meaning of speaker acknowledges or the meaning of the native listener necessarily accept, but those he is potentially capable of sharing with scientific authority in an ideal situation. Here means the spoken and written language. The ethnographer not only focus on the spoken and written language of the source language, but he has to find out or dig out the meaning, implicit meaning of that communication. So the cultural translation is the matter of determining implicit meaning, not the meaning of speaker acknowledges his or her speech, not even the meaning of the native speaker necessarily accept, but he or she is potentially capable of sharing the scientific authority in ideal situation. Here the same thing has been repeated. Means the cultural translation focus on the implicit meaning, not only the spoken, what the speaker is spoken and what the listener listens. That is not only the process what the ethnographer has to do. He has to find out, dig out the implicit meaning or the unconscious meaning of the cultural practices. Here the one difference the writer has made here, the role of the psychoanalyst and the role of the translator. The translator doesn't impose upon his or her translator upon the readership, but the psychoanalyst somehow imposition upon his or her subject. Here again the writer has raised an issue that in ethnographic translation, all the norms and values of the particular culture cannot be translated, but the ethnographer has to try to find out some kind of equivalent translation in the target language, in the source language. So there might be some kind of the hegemony, or you can say there's a distinction between the source language and target language, but as much as is possible the ethnographer has to find out, you can say, some kind of the coordination or some kind of the equivalence between source language and the target language. The writer Professor Talal Asad has concluded his essay is that the process of cultural translation inevitably enmeshed in the condition of the power, the professional and national international. Among these conditions, that authority of ethnography to uncover the implicit meaning of the subordinate society. There means the third world languages, or can say the weak language or the social languages has some kind of the weakness, or there might have some kind of hegemony of the target language upon the source language in the process of translation. So here the writer Talal Asad has suggested anthropologists, though all the languages are not same, there cannot be equivalent translation between source language and the target language, or the same impact cannot be created upon the same you can say the impact of the source language or source of practices, the cultural practices cannot be established upon the target language to the source language to the target language. But even though the writer has suggested anthropology that the anthropologists need to explore those processes in order to define how far they go in defining the possibilities and the limits of the effective translation. Here the role of anthropologist is to, as much as possible, means there should not be the vast gap between the source language and target language. As much as possible they has to make the effectiveness of source language and target language, and they has to minimize the gap between the source language practices and target language practices to make the source language text audible and understandable for the target language readers. So it is difficult to translate all the time. It is difficult to translate all things, but as much as possible this is the role of the anthropologist to translate. So this is all about my presentation. Thank you.